Bret McCormick from the Herald. I'm going to look at two things in this week's high school football pivot, starting with probably the biggest play of the season for Rock Hill High. I would say the biggest play of the season. Raphael Wright Jr.'s third and long catch late in the game. It was, I think, 3rd and 11. Bearcats had false started 2 plays in a row, tied 21 all. Really needed a first down to try to drive down the field and maybe get a field goal or a game-winning touchdown. And as you can see on this play, Antonio Barber had scored on a 64-yard touchdown. It was a short throw, and then he did the rest, a long run. And as you can see on this play, a couple of Northwestern defenders really, he really catches their eye when he runs. I'm not an expert. I think this is like a Y-stick route where you basically take a couple steps, turn around, put your hands up, and catch a short pass. It's like kind of a staple of spread offenses. You can see the defenders kind of move towards him. Wright goes behind him. And really, Hayden Jackson throws a perfect pass. It's got to be a little bit high to get over that linebacker. You see him jumping there. And Raphael Wright makes an amazing catch. He's got Finchurl Cypress draped all over him. This is the guy that's headed to Virginia, the cornerback, really long and rangy. Makes a great catch, held on, and Rock Hill drove down and won the game. And, Raphael Wright's had a, probably not the career that he wanted at Rock Hill High. He's kind of moved positions. He's not always been, he's never really been in the limelight, but man, he stepped up when his team really needed him and came up with a huge play that won them their biggest win in a maybe almost a decade. The second thing I wanted to talk about was Indian Land. Indian Land finished second in Region 4 3A. I think they were confirmed in thinking that their brutal non-region schedule would help them out. It really did in their region play. They handled Camden and edged Fairfield Central, and both those games were tight games. And now they'll host, which I'm almost 100% sure, they'll host Crescent in the first round of the playoffs. And if you just look at the average enrollment of the teams that Indian Land and Crescent have played, you'll get an idea of which team might be better battle-tested. The average enrollment of Indian Land's non-region opponents was almost 1,500 students, and Crescent's was just over 500. So you got to think that difficult schedule is in a way paying off for Indian Land. They should not be intimidated when Crescent makes the almost 3-hour trip up to Indian Land for the first round of the playoffs. The Warriors' first home playoff game since 2011. They haven't won a playoff game since 2005, so they'll be trying to break that streak as well.